welcome.
What is this urgent matter you spoke of?
There was an incident within the gallows. A number of phylacteries were destroyed, and several mages took the opportunity to escape. We've recovered most of the fugitives. However, I require your assistance in tracking down the last 3.
How did the phylacteries get destroyed?
An insurrection. Several of my own Templars orchestrated the escape, presumably out of sympathy for the mages. They turned their backs on their duty and endangered their charges, as well as the city. Thankfully, most who escaped fled to their families and offered no resistance. The last 3 are proving more difficult.
I'm surprised you would turn to me. We haven't always seen eye to eye.
I have asked you to track these fugitives so you might see for yourself what we Templars deal with every day. If you still think them worth our mercy, tell me then.
I'm not doing your job for you.
Let me be very clear on this matter then. You are an apostate, one who operates freely only because you have been a protector to this city. If I suspect that is no longer the case, then I may decide your status needs to change.
I care about this city as much as you do.
Then prove it. With the influence you wield in this city, champion, it is crucial you understand just what we face. Talk to these mages' families. Investigate for yourself whether they need be recaptured.
You aren't afraid of what I'll do?
I hope you'll do the right thing. You do not approve of my methods, but perhaps you will change your mind when you see firsthand how dangerous these apostates are. Speak to my assistant Elsa. She can tell you whatever you need to know about the fugitives. I bid you good day, champion.
Good day, champion of Kirkwolл. Knight Commander Meredith has informed me that you will be tracking down the apostates on behalf of the Templars. There are 3 of them: Huon, Emile, and Evelina.
Why does Meredith have a tranquil assistant?
The Knight Commander believes tranquil mages to be efficient and single-minded. I, in particular, am extremely organized.
Are the apostates blood mages?
The Knight Commander suspects this, yes.
But she does not know for certain.
The Knight Commander tends to assume all apostates practice blood magic. She prefers to err on the side of caution.
I want to hear about Huon.
Huon is an elf. He was apprehended in the alienage 10 years ago. His wife, Nisa, works for a dressmaker in Lowtown.
Could Huon be hiding among the other elves in the alienage?
The Templars' searches uncovered nothing. The Templars have also concluded that few other elves would risk hiding him. Huon was taken many years ago. Most of the alienage's inhabitants do not even know him.
Have the Templars spoken to her?
Yes. Nisa insists she has not seen Huon since he joined the Circle.
Tell me what you know about Emile.
The second apostate is Emile de Lancey, 5th son of the Comte de Lancey.
Out of Hightown. Some of our more vocal and delicate nobility. They are home in the evenings authoring complaints.
What have they said to the Templars?
The Comte and Comtesse say they have not seen Emile since he was a child.
What do you know about the de Lanceys?
Comte Guillaume de Lancey is a minor noble from Orlais. He and his wife came to the Free Marches over 3 decades ago. Emile was born in Kirkwolll and sent to the Circle at age 6.
What do you know about Evelina?
Evelina was trained for 8 years in the Circle in Ferelden. She was last seen in her former residence among the refugee community in Darktown.
How did she come to be in Kirkwoll?
Evelina claims to have fled the Blight, not the Circle. She presented herself to the first enchanter on her arrival and asked to take her place here.
And doesn't sound like a fugitive. Anything else?
Our files indicate she petitioned Meredith for financial support of numerous other pre-adolescent blight survivors.
Did the Templars run her into Darktown?
Yes, they tracked her there, but she killed several pursuers. The Templars believe she is the most dangerous apostate.
I have all the information I require for now.
Good luck on your search, Champion of Kirkwall.
Good evening, Comtesse.
Oh, the Champion of Kirkwall. This is marvelous. You honor this household. I will call for refreshments. Talia? Oh, she is so slow, this girl. Come, let us chat while we wait.
Thank you for your hospitality, Comtesse. I need to speak to you about Emile.
Hospitality? This? Oh, it is a disgrace. If you had just sent a message to say you were coming. I haven't seen Emile since he was taken to the Circle. He was just 6. You can tell the Templars not to worry. I am sure Emile will turn himself in soon. He is a good boy.
Dulcie, what have you done? You should have told the boy to throw himself at the mercy of the Templars.
Guillaume, darling.
Don't darling me, Dulcie. He's been telling people he's our son, that you gave him gold.
Guillaume, darling, we have guests.
I am your son's best chance for mercy from the Templars.
Mercy? They wouldn't really hurt him, would they? Oh, you should have seen his face. It just broke my heart. I gave him some money. Not too much. He said he wanted to start a new life.
New life? His new life is spent in low-town taverns, getting drunk on cheap wine. It's a wonder the Templars haven't found him yet. Help us, please, champion. Emile is not a blood mage, just a foolish boy. Don't let the Templars kill him.
Blood mage? Oh, Guillaume, don't say that.
Please, save my son's life.
If there is a way to help Emile, I will find it.
Thank you, champion. An acquaintance spied Emile in the Hanged Man not long ago. He should still be there.
The Hanged Man? Oh, but that place is filthy.
Come, Dulcie. Perhaps you should lie down.
Oh, but the Hanged Man is so filthy.
It is filthy.
Or lesions.
Emile de Lancey?
Hey, how'd you know my name? Didn't Ella tell you? I gave her my Lancey signet ring in exchange for a kiss. And tonight, she's going to make me a man.
The Comte was right. How did the Templars miss him?
This man-child has evaded the Templars. Crime of the century.
Round of drinks on me. I'm Emile, as you know. And you are?
They call me the Champion of Kirkwall. I've been looking for you, Emile.
Oh, buggery. I know what this is about. I'm not a blood mage, all right? I started that rumor because I thought it would make me sound dangerous and suave. I've only told people in the tavern, and only women. You don't understand. I've been in the circle since I was 6. 6! For 20 years I was locked up. I never had a real drink or cooked something for myself. Never stood in the rain or kissed a girl. I just wanted to live a little. If you are going to kill me, do it. I'd rather die drunk.
Did you really escape the circle so you could kiss a girl?
Well, not just that. I've read so much about the other things you can do with girls.
This is an act. The mage makes himself out to be harmless.
I just don't want to die a virgin.
The Comtesse gave you the money so you could get out of Kirkwall. Stop wasting it.
You let me go?
I can tell the Templars you're dead, but you have to leave now.
I think there's a ship leaving port tonight. I'll find my way onto it. Thank you. I'll find some way to repay you someday, I promise.
Oh, greetings, Messer. My mistress is away seeing to a customer, but she will be back shortly. Is there anything I can do to help you?
I'm here to speak to Huon's wife. Are you she?
I am his wife. When the Templars came, I told them the truth. I hadn't seen Huon in 10 years. But after they left, he came to me. He wanted me to hide him. I used to dream of him returning, but not like this. He's changed, and I don't know him anymore. I sent him away.
How has Huon changed?
He was obsessed with showing everyone true elven power. He frightened me.
Did he hurt you?
Only broke my heart.
So you hadn't seen him since he left you?
Huon didn't leave me. He was taken away. When the Templars found out he was a mage, they chained him and dragged him from the alienage, in front of everyone. Now I'm trapped in this sham. Married, but with no husband and no future.
Did you see him use any magic? Perhaps blood magic?
Would she know it to see it?
I don't know. I don't think he used magic on me.
Do you know where Huon went after you sent him away?
I don't know. He disappeared. But Huon said he would return to take me away from this forever.
A user, just looking for another handout.
I don't know what he means, and I am afraid of him, Messer.
Would it help if I returned? I'll make sure you're safe.
I would be grateful. Huon said he would come to the alienage soon, at nightfall. Are you going to arrest him? I think he needs help. Maybe the Circle will be able to heal whatever troubles him. Huon.
Hush, love. Don't be afraid. Your blood will bring new life to our people. She was so beautiful.
You're going to pay for what you did.
It's always the same. Always.
We got nothing here you'd want. Get back to Hightown and leave us alone.
Does Evelina live here? Why are you here?
This is our home as much as it is hers. Evelina shared everything she had with us. Evelina found us when the Darkspawn came, when our parents died. She made sure we got to Kirkwood safely.
I miss her.
But when she went to join the Circle here, they called her apostate for leaving the tower in Ferelden. They locked her up.
You came from Ferelden?
Yes, until we got here, I thought we were the only ones who had survived.
Don't you have any other family?
Everyone died in the Blight. Evelina kept picking us up, new children every day, everyone she could save.
Do the Templars know you're here?
They don't care. They only want Evelina.
Didn't she want to stay free with you?
She didn't want us to be stuck in Darktown. She wanted to give us a real life. She thought the Circle would help her, but they just locked her away.
If you tell me where Evelina is, I'll try my best to help her. You can trust me.
No one can help her.
The Templars made Evelina angry. They made her change. It wasn't her fault. When it was over, she was ashamed. She ran into the tunnels and hid.
Shut up, Cricket. Don't tell them that.
She's in the sewers, child.
You can't go there. She'll know we told you and she'll be angry at us.
Angry? I didn't like when she got angry. We have to hide.
Cricket!
What are you doing here?
I thought if we warned her about you, she wouldn't be angry. But then she...
Walter...
She's coming! Run!
There you are. Don't run from me, Walter. You know those are the rules.
I won't let you touch these children.
You play the hero well, but I see through it. You're Ferelden, like us. That you feast on sweetmeats while your people starve in the Undercity. That's on you, traitor.
And on the pathetic Templars that sent you, Kirkwolls should be mine. Then my children will have a whole city to play in.
I understand. Evelina loved us. She saved us. Why would she try to hurt us now?
Evelina would never hurt you, child. That was a demon. Remember her as she was. A brave, kind, loving woman.
I'll try.
She won't be the last. Both sides will do anything. And stuck in the middle.
I just don't know what we'll do now.
Take this, and use it wisely.
Thank you, Miss Eyre. I should go buy some food for the others. They've been hungry for a long time.
I'm led to believe that both Huon and Evelina are dead. Unfortunate, but necessary. It seems, however, that we have still heard nothing of Emile de Lancey.
Emile was killed.
Yet we have no body, no witness to a battle. Most curious. Regardless, your part in this is done.
I'm pleased to have played a part in keeping the city safe.
I bid you good day, champion.
You've had luck on your travels? There's a letter for you. Strange how the messengers never come while you're home.
You have no Viscount. It's clear you're suffering without sufficient leadership.
That doesn't grant default authority to you or your commander.
It would be easier if you cooperated.
Wouldn't it?
Guard, Captain.
Trouble?
Yes. He's been hounding me. These Templars strut around as it is, but now it's just out of hand.
Knight Captain Cullen has heard some troubling things.
Such as?
That you coddle the men. Give special treatment.
Someone has dared. Who? Who accuses me of this?
No names given, of course.
No wonder the lieutenant was harassing me. Bastards. If they think I'm coddling anyone, it'll be my husband, Donnick. You and I will intercept his patrol tonight. Then you can see for yourself if I'm coddling him, or any in my command.
I don't have to see proof. I already believe you.
Of course you do. But nobody questions my leadership without a response. Cullen wants to know if these things are true. You'll be able to tell him. Donnick's patrol, Hawk. Me and you, tonight. Accuse me of being soft. Not in this lifetime.
Sir Hawk. Or is it always champion now? You're too much of a chameleon, my friend.
You made short work of this lot. This is common.
As common as I like. What's going on?
It's all right. Go ahead.
Every guard chooses the patrol they want. My wife promotes from the bold, not the reckless. Action is up, casualties are down. It is remarkable. As are you, love.
Thank you. That will do.
Another time, Sir Hawk. Safe travels.
That should be sufficient. Take that to the Templar.
Indeed. Let's go talk to Cullen.
Champion, and you are with the captain. None too happy about the accusations against her, I'm sure.
You could say that.
I saw no evidence to support the claims against her.
As I suspected.
Then why press this?
Some feel that the solution to the current crisis of leadership is to consolidate authority. As long as these complaints continue, baseless or not, they will serve as justification for eliminating the position of guard captain. It would be the simplest fix, whether or not I agree.
Perhaps I can reason with the people who are complaining about her.
If they meant to use reason, they would not be anonymous. But the complaints originate in Lowtown.
Guardsman Brennan is on that patrol. Why wouldn't she tell me of this?
I don't know, but I do apologize for the assumptions of this incident, Guard Captain. It has been unfortunate.
It's not done. To Lowtown, Hawk. I need to speak to Brennan. Guardsman! Why did a Templar have to tell me there is unrest in this district? What's going on?
Guardsman?
It's Captain Jevon. I didn't report his return because I'm ashamed for him. He's trying to rile the guards against you. But none of us will follow him. You lead better than he ever did.
We've made so many enemies. I don't remember him as that impressive.
He deserves to be forgotten. He abused his position and blamed me when we caught him.
He was well liked by some, but not once the truth was known.
We need to find him. Guardsman.
The guards will have nothing to do with him. So he found others. Militia. Mostly anti-Ferelden. The same kind who were against the Canary. I guess it's been long enough they've forgotten how many the champion killed.
A rally against the tyranny of the Guard and foreigners who infest Kirkwall.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Return to the barracks. The rally is in Darktown, Hawk. I need to be there.
The champion? Here?
It's the captain. Are we ready for this?
Too long, brave Kirkwall. You did not throw off all others only to fall under Ferelden influence. Leaderless, displaced, alien hands on the most basic authority. Foreign elite bleeding you.
Jevon! You disgrace yourself.
The Ferelden with the Orlesian name. Is there anyone else who so embodies how far this city has fallen?
This one is all yours, Captain.
Do they know how you sacrificed your men? How you alone disgraced your name?
Bitch! You took everything from me!
You took it from yourself. The Guard know this, and none stand with you. He stands alone. This is no rebellion, it is delusion. A joke inflicted on Kirkwall. Your home and mine.
I will not be left with nothing again.
No. You shall have less. You fool. Why would you do this? If I live to 100, I will never understand his kind. To the barracks, Hawk. My guardsmen will be waiting. Jevon, son of a bitch. You build a good thing, work your hardest, and the past just claws at you.
Jevon failed before he started. You know this.
I do, and he doomed himself. But it smears all of the guard. I wonder what I would do if my captain lost my respect.
Captain, we're waiting for orders.
Will you accept them?
May I speak freely? There isn't a man or woman here who wouldn't follow you through the void. Captain.
I'll take it. I need a moment, Hawk, but... there is something else. Come back and talk to me.
Got a minute, Hawk? I know this is ancient history, but remember that Hightown house Bartrand barricaded himself in? Bartrand doesn't exactly need the place now that he's in the sanitarium. I've been trying to sell it.
I assume there's not much interest in it.
No. There's a really small number of people who want expensive, blood-covered houses in Hightown. I found a minor noble in Ravane who bought the place sight unseen. But now there's a problem. They say the place is haunted.
Bartrand's atrocities must have weakened the barrier between this world and the Fade.
Maker, I hope not. I don't think I can fix the veil through applied use of force. They've noticed some minor problems. Voices whispering in the walls, apparitions, things moving on their own. My hope is it's a relic Bartrand brought back from the Deep Roads. We smash it, and the haunting stops.
What happens if we do nothing?
Best case? They drag me before the Seneschal and accuse me of fraud. The worst case involves Antivan crows.
Can't you do this yourself?
Hawk, I'm a businessman. Now and then, I shoot people. I don't know anything about ghosts or magic. It's entirely possible that even if I find the thing that's causing the trouble, I won't be able to stop it on my own.
I'm not an expert on hauntings, but what if smashing something does not make the problem go away?
That's where things get tricky. You're a mage. You must know something about weird shit. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out that will help.
Very well. We'll investigate the mansion. Again.
Thanks, Hawk. I knew you wouldn't let me down. All the most interesting things in Kirkwall happen in Hightown after dark. True. Hey, is that music? Where is that coming from?
I don't hear anything.
Something in this house is restless.
I guess the buyer wasn't kidding.
Magic is at work here.
Where is that voice coming from?
What voice?
I can barely hear it. I wish I could make out the words.
In about 10 seconds, I'm just gonna smash everything in sight.
We're getting closer. I can feel it, Hawk. Look at this. My brother's junk was left here. You wouldn't know it, but Bartrand was a sentimentalist. This came from our estate in Orzammar. When I was 7, I knocked over one of Mother's plates and broke it. My brother yelled at me for an hour.
This was made by the artisans of House Saldras. The clay was from the Adrosetuna River, which never sees the sun. Arr!
He was that upset over a dish?
I don't think it was a dish to Bartrand. That stupid plate was the whole city of Orzammar to him.
Blessed Andraste.
This isn't being caused by some random artifact. The idol is still in the house, Hawk. It has to be.
Whatever is here is angry.
Hawk?
I did.
You know, that didn't make me feel better.
Are you real? You've got to get out of here before it comes back.
Where's the idol?
What idol?
Don't waste my time with your lies. Tell me where it is.
Take it easy, Varric. She's telling us what she can.
She's hiding something, Hawk. Don't lie to me. I know it's here. You must have found it.
I swear, I don't know anything about an idol. Please. Maker, no! It's starting again!
This is a piece of the idol. Oh, I should have known Bartrand would lie to me. Of course he'd keep a piece of the statue for himself. Think of what we could do with this.
Varric, you've been acting strangely since we arrived. I don't think you want to keep that shard.
I know you're just trying to look out for me, Hawk. But I can handle this. It's not the whole idol. It's just a sliver. I need this thing. 6 years of my life have gone into this. The shard is my only hope of curing Bartrand. It's my only chance to set any of this right.
Listen to yourself, Varric. It's already controlling you. You have to let it go.
You're not listening, Hawk. I know I can handle this shard.
I'm worried, Varric. You're beginning to sound exactly like Bartrand.
Fine. I don't really want to argue about this anyway. Take it. It's your problem now. Maybe Enchantment Boy can dispose of the thing for you. Let's go. I think I could use some air. Listen, Hawk. I don't know what came over me back there in Bartrand's house. I'm glad you're watching my back.
You had me worried there.
You never have to worry about me, Hawk. What are you having? Edwina, let's get a couple of drinks here.
Think you can do something with this sandal?
Is that lyrium? I've never seen anything like that.
It's dangerous. Varric suggested Sandal might be able to dispose of it.
I think my boy can do better than that.
Ooh, enchantment.
Hawk? This is awkward.
Whatever it is, I'll hear you out, Varric.
Maker, I hate it when you're reasonable. Call me a filthy nug licker once in a while, for pity's sake. Look, I just want to say, it has been an honor knowing you.
Are you about to die? Am I? Why so serious all of a sudden?
Don't panic, I just needed to get that off my chest. You know, it's 6 years today. 6 years since I found you dragging your tail out of Bartrand's office. Here's to whatever comes next.
Being blown about like a weather vane. But here's Hawk. Maybe you can talk some sense into him.
Is the Grand Cleric upset with you?
She thinks I'm fickle, but I mean it. It was wrong for me to break my oath to the Chantry. I've turned against the Maker. And for what? Why would I want to rule Starkhaven and deal with jackals like Lady Harriman for the rest of my life?
Do you see yourself as a prince or a priest?
That's exactly the question I've been praying for guidance about. When I think of going to Starkhaven, calling on allies like Flora Harriman and all the corrupt, scheming nobles, my throat swells shut in horror. When I think about staying, I'm at peace.
If you give it up, what then?
I suppose I must convince Elthina my commitment is sincere. Then I will remain here, to represent the Maker's interests as she thinks best.
You should ask what's best for your people, not just for you.
I do not have hubris enough to imagine it matters to the common people who rules them. Kirkwall does well enough with no one in the Viscount's seat. Someone will take the reins. The fields will be planted, the crops gathered. No one will notice that a Vale lives and isn't there, and I can devote my life to the Maker's will on Thedas.
You're wise to stay here. No one trusts a man who breaks his oath.
I cannot return to Starkhaven and subject my people to war without a clear sign that it's the Maker's will.
Let me guess. That's your final answer?
3 mages have fled to Ferelden, and you have intervened to protect them, as if it is your right to do so. What other answer did you expect, Your Majesty?
A maybe might have been nice.
I do not deal in maybes. I deal in cold, hard facts, as should you. Perhaps when Ferelden next chooses a king, it will be one that takes his duty to the Maker seriously.
Well, that was awkward.
How do you do, Your Majesty?
I've been better. Manlier too, come to think of it.
This is the champion of Kirkwall.
Right, I'm Alistair. King of Ferelden. And this is Tegan, my uncle. Sort of.
I'm actually Tegan. I'm only sort of his uncle.
Your Majesty, may I say what an honor it is to meet you.
Well, you could, but you'd be the first today.
I fought at Ostergar. What happened there was a great tragedy.
I was hoping we could talk. Would have been better timing before being emasculated by Meredith, but I'm not picky.
I'm surprised you would even know who I am.
I know you came here from Lothering, a Ferelden refugee that did well for himself, against all odds. I have to admit, I was hoping your influence in Kirkwall might be of use. Things haven't been going well with Orlais. Without a Viscount here, however, there's only the Knight Commander to deal with.
You were having an argument about mages?
Yes, well, apparently I don't feel the same way about mages as the Chantry does. So, we're in disagreement. That means they get nasty. They're like that.
Sounds like the Circle is better off in Ferelden.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Sadly, I don't control the Circle. I can only deal with mages outside the Circle, of which there aren't many.
Aren't they in your kingdom? Why not just kick the Templars out?
Ha! Easier said than done.
Perhaps some things are better left alone.
We'll see what comes of it. Ferelden had a blight to contend with, remember? We're not exactly at our strongest.
A lot of your people fled to Kirkwall, you know.
I know. I wish I could have helped them. Their blight devastated the kingdom, and afterwards, well, it hasn't exactly been peaceful. They're welcome back, of course, as are you. But after so many years away, would you still consider it home?
Ferelden will always be my home.
I hope we see you back there someday. We could use someone like you, champion.
Is there to be a war, then?
I hope not.
You're more optimistic than I am.
Empress Celine is doing her best. Orlais isn't the most stable place right now.
What's happening in Orlais?
Oh, the usual. Attempted assassinations, uprising, fancy parties with stinky cheeses. Apparently, some Orlesians think it would be grand to get their lost province back.
Well, we won't let them swoop down on us, will we?
That's right. Swooping is bad.
Do you really think there's something I can do?
Sadly, it may be too late. Meredith got wind of my arrival sooner than I'd hoped. What you can do is protect Kirkwall. It will take someone like you to keep it from falling apart.
Protect Kirkwall from what exactly?
You ask me, the biggest threat to this city just walked out the door. But maybe that's the ex-Templar in me talking. Well, I suppose we should be getting back.
We should. The hero of Ferelden should be back in Denerim by now.
You're always so formal. He has a name, you know.
So I said, it's a kingdom, and that makes him king. But it's also a country. I find interrogations are better as a two-way affair.
You have no sense in your head. Not...
You're the real guardian of such things. Keep the bottle. Hawk?
Incorrigible. Utterly. Did you know I've been dead for 7 years? I got word last week. They only just sorted the casualties of Ostagar. The king has offered to reinstate the commission of any surviving officers who will return to Ferelden.
And?
And what?
Does this appeal matter? I thought you were sworn to Kaelin.
King Alistair has apparently become something of a sensation. A champion of hope. Regardless of who has the throne, I served Ferelden. The country survives, even if Kaelin didn't.
You brought it up. What's your decision?
It's been a strange time here in Kirkwall. Did Carver ever tell you about that last night at Ostagar? How it happened? I don't mean the betrayal. Everyone knows the signal went up and the flanking charge never came. But that moment when the tower lit and then... the fight just kept going. It was the oddest feeling. Hope answered with... nothing. I don't like the thought of going out with a whimper, Hawk. Not again.
You enjoyed stringing me along too much.
I can't keep a straight face for anything. But I wasn't always so sure. Thank you for everything. I have so much because of you. I'm here for you, Hawk. And for myself.
You don't need to stay in this pit anymore, you know. Not that you haven't fixed it up nicely.
It's falling apart, and my ability to keep the Seneschal from noticing is nearing an end.
I appreciate what you've done, Eveline.
But you're staying. You could go anywhere now.
Perhaps I don't wish to go anywhere.
Freedom must be a terrible burden, I guess.
They don't understand. Yes, I am free. Daenerys is dead. Yet, it doesn't feel like it should.
You thought killing him would solve everything. But it doesn't.
I suppose not. I thought if I didn't need to run and fight to stay alive, I would finally be able to live as a free man does. But how is that? My sister is gone, and I have nothing. Not even an enemy.
Maybe that just means there's nothing holding you back.
An interesting thought. It's just difficult to overlook the stain that magic has left on my life. If I seem bitter, it's not without cause. Perhaps it is time to move forward. I just don't know where that leads. Do you?
Wherever it leads, I hope it means we'll stay together.
That is my hope as well. We have never discussed what happened between us 3 years ago.
You didn't want to talk about it?
I felt like a fool. I thought it better if you hated me. I deserve no less. But it isn't better. That night, I remember your touch as if it were yesterday. I should have asked your forgiveness long ago. I hope you can forgive me now.
I need to understand why you left Fenris.
I've thought about the answer 1,000 times. The pain, the memories it brought up, it was too much. I was a coward. If I could go back, I would stay. Tell you how I felt.
What would you have said?
Nothing could be worse than the thought of living without you.
I understand. I always understood.
If there is a future to be had, I will walk into it gladly at your side.